In this video, I'd like to show you how I use spreadsheets as calculators to figure out how much should I charge when I'm going to go speaking or do a project or do a website or whatever else it is I'm going to do. Spreadsheets are fantastic for this because you can do all sorts of what-if scenarios and it automatically calculates everything for you. So what I've done here is I've started off with, okay, what are my time costs? Well, what's the time going to take to do this speaking gig? So what I do over here is I have put in the first area of email and communication. And if I point to the comment area here, I can see that in this case it should be, it's an estimate of the time spent on email, phone, and other communications with the organizers. So basically, okay, so how long am I going to spend on the telephone with this person going back and forth, talking about it, talking about the room and everything else? So I'd say, okay, I think overall it's only going to take an hour, and the rate, that I would normally like to get paid is $75, let's say, an hour. So that works out to, for that part, I would like to get $75. The next part is your prep time. How much time is it to prepare the content for the workshop? So when someone gets up and speaks for an hour, usually there's been about 30 hours of preparation time and practice time put into that. So people are often surprised why speakers charge so much when they only speak for an hour, but there's a huge amount of time to get a really high impact, well-crafted presentation put together and to practice it, to be able to deliver it in a real masterful way. So all this takes time. So let's say I might say, okay, it's going to take 20 hours of preparation time for this particular one, and I'm going to spend 10 hours practicing that. So that would give you an idea of how many hours you've put into it. I also have a section here for custom development. So if I'm doing any special original content for just this group, how many hours will it take? So as an example, I teach a workshop called Effective Meetings. But if I'm teaching that for a nonprofit group, I might include some different aspects about board meetings and things like that that I wouldn't include in a normal one. So I might have to do some additional special content. So in this case, let's say 0. Let's say there's not going to be any special content. That drops that to 0. If I have a virtual assistant doing some of the work, such as some of the email communication or research or things like that, then I would add them in as well. I would put in their hourly rate and how many hours. But in this case, let's just say that I didn't have to use a virtual assistant on this one. So that's how much time it takes me to develop it and preparation. That's my development and preparation costs. Let's talk about travel. So you need to take into account your travel time that you're going to get to and from the conference, and also how much time you're going to be spending at the conference. So then there's another block of hours. Let's say I'm going to be at the conference for a total of 8 hours of travel time plus 4 hours at the conference. So therefore it's going to work out to $600. So my total time investment in this project is $2,925, to get the rate that I'm looking at there. Now let's talk about travel costs. So this would include airfare, hotel, ferry, taxi, meals. And in this case, I've said, okay, I'm going to do 4 meals. I can probably eat for $15 a meal. And it depends on where you're at. Like, somewhere like downtown in a major city is going to be more expensive than somewhere else. And then that's the total travel cost. And this gives you the total price off, sort of that you would charge before any reductions. So what kind of reductions might you want to apply? Well, I've thrown 4 of them in here, and it's optional whether you use any of these or not. But in this case, if this is a topic I can use more than once, then I might say, okay, I think I can probably sell this to 5 clients this year. So therefore, I might say I'm only going to charge this person 20% of it. Or I'm going to give them a 20% reduction because I think I can use this again this year. So you might want to do a reduction if it's a topic you think you can use again. If it's a topic that's a one-time, really customized where you don't think you can use it again, I would say this number should be 0. If this conference is a great opportunity for you to meet and receive additional clients, you might want to do a modifier there. So what I do in this case is 0.2 will basically reduce the price by 20%. And when I'm reducing the price based on the time costs, not on the travel costs. So I still want to make sure the travel costs are covered because they're hard costs I have to pay outright. So if I think that there's a really good conference where I expect to pick up a lot of business from participants, I might do a discount. If I'm going to be doing this for a nonprofit, for example, I might also do a discount. So, not always, but that's something that you might look at doing. If you're traveling somewhere you really want to travel anyway, like you'd love to take a vacation there and you're going to treat this as part of your vacation, you could do a modifier as well to say, oh, wow, I want to be in that city anyway. I'm going to add 2 days onto my trip and take a vacation. So, okay, I'll give them a bit of a break in the travel since, I'm going to be using some of the travel. And again, that's optional. So in this case, my new price after the 3 modifiers of 0.2 each drops it significantly. See, I've actually taken 60% off there. Ooh. So my new price is $1,800. So I've taken 60% off of this one. So that would give me only a $30 hourly return. So I would have to look at this and say, did I do too many modifiers or did I not put enough hours? But by doing this, I know what my return is going to be on my time. So as I said, I don't do this just for speaking. I do this for consulting contracts. I do this for web design packages and other things like that. So getting all of the different inputs into mind, throwing them in a spreadsheet really helps a lot. And by the way, you'll notice that the formulas here are really simple. So this is just this one column times that one, and then I copied it all the way down here, and this is just adding this part. They're not really, none of them are complex at all, but just the difference is when I did any discounts, I made sure I wasn't discounting the travel unless I actually put a travel modifier in. So let me know what you think. If you'd like a copy of this, let me know.